Good day, everybody. Welcome to another piece. I've already got about 4 pieces that I have to finish off, but I know they're going to take too long, so I'm really excited to do something else. This is just an MDF board that's covered with some leftover resin, so it looks pretty messy. It's clean. It's just you know, kind of dumped on there and smoothed out a little bit, just to flatten it a little bit and let it set. But I do have some bumpy bits here, which I'm hoping that either I will cover them with resin, or I will, oh, where's my, there it is, or I will create something with a little bit of texture. Okay, so I'm using colors which I normally don't use. So this was Cool Mint. It's a real pretty minty color, and I know it looks a little bit bluish up there, but it's a really pale mint green. One of Laura Usher's favorite, so I rarely use it, so I'm using it here. And this was Luscious Plum, fresh jar. I just opened it. I've got some lippy pink, just some lipstick pink, which is quite pretty. So I'm going to have just a tiny little bit. I don't have a lot of color here, as you can tell, and I'm hoping to create something. We will see what will happen. So I've already mixed this resin about 10 minutes ago and let it sit for a little bit while I was opening the jars and, you know, stirring them up a little bit. Some of them needed a little bit of stirring, which, you know, only takes like 5 seconds to do. Just give it a little stir. So that was a lipstick pink, transparent. This one is semi-transparent, opaque, and silver is going to be an opaque as well. This is a molten silver, quite a thick, as you can see, very thick, and just a gorgeous metallic. So I've got 2 matte colors, 1 metallic and 1 pearlesque, and 1 opaque, actually 2 opaques, 1 transparent and another semi-transparent. So bit of a mixture, and they work really well for creating cells when you're layering them one on top of the other. Not too many colors, because I don't want too many for this piece. I had an idea in my head, so we will see how that goes. See, that's the lumpy bit that I was telling you about. Yeah, it's okay. Just make sure that I don't have any dust or anything there. Don't want that. Now I just got to dry it up, because I just wet it with a bit of alcohol wipe. I want those colours to sit a little bit, because I want them to set a little bit. And while that's setting, I'm just going to mix up some black. Just give me a second. Okay, thought it was black. It looks quite dark, and I didn't put any label on it. It's actually Purple Rain, which is a quite a pigmented colour, and I think it'll work great in here. Let me just get a clean stick. Just going to get rid of that. I'm going to use it to stir up another bunch of this. Actually going to use, gosh, just a second. Okay, here we go. I want to save this cup so I can mix up some more resin in a second. Get rid of all of that, pop it in there. This white cup is just another, you know, just a regular soda cup that I cut the rim out of it so that I could get that kind of flexibility for a certain project. I'm going to put a little bit more. There's not a lot in there. It's alright. I want it. This one is transparent. That's why I'm putting more in there to make it more. Look at that purple. Purple rain. Need a little bit more in there. Don't worry, I didn't dip it in my resin. It doesn't really matter because my jar is almost empty. I'll be able to pour some resin in there next time and just scrape it all so that none of it gets wasted at all. Okay. So I had an idea to have a dark edge. That'll all move and change and everything. And then just do a puddle pour in the middle. And if it wants to tilt to one side, then great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I wanted silver to kind of meet with the, where's my, there it is. To meet with this purple because it'll make it an amazing colour. So I'm just going to go around with it. Don't mind my messy table here. This I just wanted to get another couple of uses out of this plastic before I throw it away. But I do scrape up as much as I can and wipe it all. Okay, so we're going to go around. Just trying to do it as evenly as possible. And I'm not going all the way to the edge because it's always easier to bring it to the edge rather than, you know, pouring it onto the edge and then losing it like it's happening here, see? So I might just leave a tiny little bit, couple of drops sometimes makes a huge difference. I have leveled this and it was perfect, but something, you know, maybe it's the board itself. That sounds like my brother's phone upstairs. Well, I hope he answers it soon. Okay, so I'm going up to the edge. Really hope I don't lose that. Don't even have to go all the way to the edge because that will be pushed over. See how that looks black, but it won't once that silver and purple are just an amazing combination, as well as gold and purple. They just work really well together. I'm just pushing it up a little bit now towards the middle. Just making sure that I get a little bit closer. Might have to get up so that I can see better. Oh yeah, I can see up there. Goodness. Somebody's really after my brother. Okay. So like I said, that will move. And that's great over there. Normally I will just go with my finger and wipe it in the middle, but I don't want to do that because I just want to make sure that that is clean and ready for the other colors. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix up some more clear because I need a little bit to help these colors move because I don't think I have enough there. So only about maybe 30 milliliters we'll just do one ring, and then, you know, that will be enough to help. Okay, mixed up my resin in the same cup. So that's all ready. It was a little bit thick, but what I do is I just get my heat gun and pop it in there. Well, not all the way in there, but you know what I mean, just a little bit above it, and put it on for a little bit, maybe about 2-3 seconds. That's enough to heat it up, and then beautiful, and it also pops bubbles. Right, same thing. I'm gonna not start right on the edge. I'm gonna start down here a little bit and then move outwards, and probably going to use my fingers to might leave a little bit just to do in between. I think that'll be pretty cool to do that actually. I might pinch some from there. I think that would be really nice just to put like a clear ring in between them. And I don't really need that much. Just need a little bit. Gonna just use my fingers just to bring this up to the middle. I really hope that that thing disappears, but yeah, I might be able to fix it. Just make it part of the painting. Who knows? Who knows what can happen when you're having so much fun. So just moving very gently. It's a little bit cool in the studio. I could put my AC on heat to warm it up a bit here, because the resin does tend to, you know, want to go hard real quick. I don't mind that at all, so I'm happy with it happening. No problem at all for me. Okay, so I think I'm going to use a stick now to, actually no, heat gun. Whoop. I was really warming up the middle, and I'm going to go with the silver first because I'm hoping that the silver will move out towards my purple and hopefully not lose my purple. So I'm thinking now maybe I should just go do a ring around. Maybe just, let's start. There's a bit of a problem. Normally I would just dump it in the middle, but I'm going around because of that bumpy bit. I'm going to leave a little bit so I can do my ring around. That one is opaque. Let's go with transparent-ish, which is this lovely colour. Yep, things sticking out. It's alright, we'll fix it. Hopefully it will move it. Just imagine it without that. I nearly said the D word, but that's what it makes me feel like saying. But anyway, don't want to lose that silver. That's why I'm going nice and slow. And I also don't want to lose my purple. But I want to use up all of this. So what I'll do is I'm going to go with the heat gun around the edge here and heat it up to help the movement of that silver. Really high up. Just going to flip it around this way. Oh, like that. bit in the middle, all centered. That's interesting how that's done that. I'm going to leave it because it might create something interesting, you never know. Righto, so I'm going to go with another opaque, which is this gorgeous colour. Cool mint. The whole thing. Pushing the whole thing nicely because it's opaque, it's real thick and heavy and dense. Out it comes. It just looks so cool. It looks like that silver is sitting on top of something clear. Real cool. Righto, and here comes the real gorgeous lipstick pink, which is another transparent. Looks very cool. Even though it's transparent, it just looks gorgeous just on top of this mint. Trying to pick up every little bit. Pop it in there. Okay, now we get to play a little bit. That silver, what a shame that I've kind of lost it a little bit there. Now, gonna need a stick. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Silly me. I didn't do it. Bugger. Never mind, I can do it now. What I'm gonna do is just pick up a little bit, pop it in the middle. Like that. That spreads it open beautifully. Suppose I can get a pipette and then just do the around, but you know, it's a bit late now, I think. I will use it to go around here. Keep it. As you can see, I'm in no hurry. A lot of people panic and they rush and they start heating up and, you know, torching and this and that, and they get panicky. It's going to set. It will eventually, but don't let it set just yet. But I suppose it depends on your, you know, the resin that you're using, and I'm using the Mad Artist resin. It is not the most expensive resin, but when I say that, it doesn't mean that it's a low quality one. It just means that it's not real expensive, but it's still great, and I know a lot of people that use it, so it works for me. Find one that works for you, that works so well that you can do this and not having to rush around and panic, you know. It keeps wanting to pull to that side, so I'm bringing it back. See how easily that comes back? That's because of that clear that I have there. I might just put this corner here now. I'm going to go around with the silver now, and I'm going to use my stick to do that. I could go around with a pipette or pipette, whatever you call it. I might actually do that since I've got them. Might as well use them, right? when you probably already know this, but I got caught a couple of times. When you use your pipette, just squeeze the end of it and don't keep doing this. Just squeeze it once and push the thing in and let it go, and don't pull it out until you're happy with the amount that you want in there. You just wait, it's coming up slowly, because if you lift that pipette out of there, and you'll get air inside it, and it's a real pain when you get a real blob of air in your piece. So see, I'm helping it by squeezing this end of it. Just little things that I've learned along the way. Now pulling it out, I'm pushing out a little bit. You know, like when you get an injection, that's what they do. They push out a bit of air or a bit of liquid out, so that you don't get the air bubble in there. So I'm doing the same thing. Okay. Now if there's already some bubbles that were in the cup, then that's a different story. But I shouldn't get one in there. Remember to breathe. It's a bit of a delicate operation, trying to do it in one go. I'm going to bypass that bit. Get a bit impatient. And I ended up getting the blob. That makes a huge difference there, you know. Anyway, let's do some more, play some more with this beautiful molten silver. Absolutely love it. Put some in the middle. Well, this is going to be interesting. Definitely different. Okay, I've had enough of the pipette. Anyway, something that you can do, that you can use. And I've still got a little bit of that clear left, so I can go around and maybe I will pour it around here. I do apologise because the hand's in the way now. Wow, okay. That definitely did something interesting there. Oh. So I've still got some of that nice green underneath there. Alright, very cool. Very cool. Here we go. Dump this whole thing in there. And I'm going to start playing with my heat gun a little bit. Okay, before I do that, I've got quite a bit of resin here. Don't want to do too much. Okay. Quite interesting. Right, so let me get my just to break that up a bit. I'm going to do, oh, I'm getting cells here, I'm not even doing anything yet. That silver and that pink, oh my god, gorgeous. Oh, So cool. Could even leave it like that, but I don't want to, because I want to break up these colours a little bit. Yeah, I just want to break up colours a bit. Just want to add a little kind of blob of this silver everywhere a little bit. So gorgeous. Silver, it's just amazing. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. It's going to move anyway. And see how that's going down now, which is pretty cool. Actually looks really, really cool. More in the middle there. And I want to put more here. Just to kind of open that one up a bit more. It looks a bit like a flower, doesn't it? I was hoping to get a flower, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx it. Now I could leave it like that. I could pull some lines outward to see what that would look like. Got some more of this one left that I can add a bit more here. More depth. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful fresh. Well, it's actually cool mint, but it just looks so fresh and yummy. It's like mint ice cream. Now I'm making myself hungry. Oh. Alrighty. Is there more of this one left? A little bit. Just following those lines, not trying to mess anything up or anything. So, yep, I can pull those lines out now. Wow, that's looking so cool. That's silver mixed in with, oh my god, that looks so cool. So maybe thin lines, just very thin lines coming out now. And just letting them fall down there. I saw this lady years ago make, or just paint somebody's nails with this kind of design coming in and out. That looks really, really cool. Except for that D word there, which I will fix. A bit of glitter there or something like that, camouflage it afterwards. Not going to bother with it now. Fix that one a little bit in there. So that already looks so cool. So cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to, whoa, cool skin. Just going to bring this up to you so that you can have a look at what's going on there. See that? Try not to move it too much, the center, because I'm dripping a little bit. But I will probably destroy it now. I will try not to. I want to create something cool. So I will get the torch. Why not? Pop the bubble. Torch does some magical stuff as well. I managed to drop something in here. I'm trying to pick it up. And I'm picking up some pigment from underneath. I don't know why that's dripping on that side. Oh god. I quite like that. That is so cool. got to stand up now, as I do. And so what I'm doing here is I'll just spat it up a little bit for you guys, so you don't have to be bored with the, you know, the same old. But I'm just pushing those outer edges out, the silver mingling in with the purple, and then afterwards, see now I'm pushing it in, so I'm minimizing some of that cool mint because it was overpowering a little bit, so I'm pushing that in. And then I had a phone call, so I had to stop, but you can see what I'm doing there with that. Okay, wow, so that's already changed, and love that part here. Love this part here. That not so sure of. Gonna have to work on it a little bit more, I think. The middle as well is so interesting. I'm gonna give it some more, all those little cells, and the depth that you can actually see through to that green that was underneath there. The purple rain looked black here, and then you can see it in here as purple rain. The silver and the purple rain turned into this really gorgeous kind of a plumish color. It's very interesting, good combination. I love those together, so I'm just going to pull that over there a bit. Where am I? Oh, no wonder I'm leaking all over the place. I'm not in the center. So it still looks like a bit of a flower, but it's just a little bit more abstract, and I quite like it like that. Now, I don't want to do too much to it. I do want to do something about this here and just help move it over a bit, over towards the edge. And I might just, because I've still got a little bit of this, where is it? Purple rain. It's very thick now. I just want to, do I or don't I? Should I, shouldn't I? No, I probably won't. I'll leave it. Yeah, I will definitely leave it. It is different, quite different. I'm not going to add anything to it, just going to play with the heat a little bit more with this part here. Yeah, I wanted it more silver there. If I add any more silver now, it's just gonna look a little bit more too deliberate, and I don't want that. That's really cool. I might just put a little dot of silver right there, kind of like in the center. And maybe I'll even go with this. Do the plum. Don't want too much, just enough to kind of sit in there pretty. Maybe, oh go on, maybe a little bit of this as well. Oh bugger it, let's do the pink as well. May as well. That pink is actually quite pretty. Now let's see, hopefully it'll move it all and hopefully I'll get it right in the center. Ah, yes. It's got a real nice pretty little ring. Yep. Really like that. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, that's right, that was the dot. I will move that. That's it, come back, come back, come back. Great. It's gorgeous. Love it. And that there's done something as well. I'll do a little, actually. I'm just spreading that. Just seems like I'm doing a lot to it. But, you know, I'm seeing what needs to be done else. Oh, that is so cute. So gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Some bits I'm not too happy with, so I'm just going to go around and put a little blob like here and here. That shouldn't move a lot. That thing's still sticking out. When this thing, the whole, you know, painting sets, I will do something about that. Not quite sure yet what. You know, that wasn't planned to be in there. It just was there, and me being me and rushing and just, you know, getting ready to do a painting. It stayed there, but oh my God, those drips are gorgeous. Alright, so I'm done for now. I'm going to leave it alone. I'll bring it closer so you can have a look at what it looks like now. And then hopefully it won't move too much. Okay, here we go. Look at that. How cool is that silver over that real pretty purple rain, that mint. The colours are actually not coming up as true as they actually are in real life. So if you know these colours, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at all that. And that pink looks so bright there, but it's actually not. It's a real pretty pink. Lipstick pink with all that silver amongst it. So there you go. And you can even see the middle's changed already. Everything's changed. There's the D word. Okay, so we'll get rid of it. Not to worry. So overall, really happy with the outcome. Except for the D word in the middle there. But I've already got a couple of ideas of what I want to do. Probably put some skins around there and create a really pretty flower out of the whole piece. So stay tuned. I'll probably post something until then. Have a great day and thanks for watching, guys.